Hello, good people. Spot of Nerd here with... I can't believe I'm doing this, but I'm going to do it. And we're going to do it super quick. We're going to make this very simple. But there's a lot of hoopla going around the interwebs, the social medias right now, around the latest flick from Marvel, Thunderbolts. And yeah, I did watch it. And quite frankly, is it bad? Yes. Is it good? No. Out of 10, maybe a 3 or a 4. But there's quite a bit we're going to talk about. And the fact that I'm giving it a 4 out of 10, I thought we would do kind of what we've done before, where I'm just going to give you my review in 4 minutes and we'll just go from there. But there's a lot of misled discussion going around this film right now, from the end credit scene to the overall pitch and the story and the depression and the mental health stuff. There's a lot to talk about, but I probably can get it done here in about 4 minutes. So let's talk about the 36th, if I can say that right, film in the MCU, Marvel's Thunderbolts. Alright, let's just get this shit over with. So, handy dandy phone, let's hit the start button. 4 minutes. Thunderbolts. Now, apparently, okay, just heads up too, gonna be some spoilers, so if you care, if you don't care, whatever. 36th film in the MCU, we have the Thunderbolts, which will eventually become, quote, the new Avengers. Now, I want to talk very quickly first of all. The end credit scene is literally the longest end credit scene in MCU history. It's over 2 minutes, and it goes over the simple case that Captain Falcon America is pissed off that the Thunderbolts have rebranded themselves as the new Avengers. So there's this civil dispute between Captain Falcon America and the new Thunderbolt, new Avengers squad. Oh, and then at the end of it, the Fantastic Four shuttle comes to Earth, or at least the Earth that we know here, even though we know it's in another dimension. The reason I bring that up is it's convoluted, it's a mess. And this is supposedly going to be setting up, of course, Avengers Doomsday coming out next year. That's for another time, and we'll talk about that later, but I just wanted to bring it up in the fact that this was the best you could come up with. Like, you used to get excited for an end credit scene because it was setting up the next film, and albeit it is setting up the Fantastic Four film coming out in July, it's also trying to stage the next step in the Avengers era. And quite frankly, if you ask any rando on the street right now about the MCU and you told them about this Thunderbolts film and the characters, I will promise you, verbatim, hand on my heart, probably 90% of the people can't name a single character that is in this film. And these are supposedly going to be your new quote-unquote Avengers that will lead you into the next phase 6 of the MCU. Holy shit. And the reason I'm saying that in a pessimistic, sarcastic, rhetorically kind of way, if that makes any sense, wow, that's pathetic. Like, Marvel is... I didn't realize... I knew they were dead. I knew they were bleeding out. They're dead. Marvel's just dead. I didn't realize you were bleeding out this bad. To pick these characters as your future... Holy shit, Marvel. I knew you were bad. I didn't think you were this bad. And it's just shocking to me that they're going down this road. But going back to the film real quickly before we run out of the 4 minutes, because I don't need anything really much more than that. Of course, the discussion around Thunderbolts is the mental health issues, making sure you're not alone, the depression, blah, blah, blah. And everybody's praising it. Everybody's saying, like, it's the best thing ever. It's the greatest thing ever. And I have to give credit. There's One of my followers, mainly on Rumble, that comments, gave me a lot to think about, and you know who you are, I send my huge thanks to you out there. Is the praise because we haven't had anything good from Marvel in the past 5 to 10 years? Or is the praise because it's actually a decent film? This is not a good film, people. This is a meh film at best. It is a 4 out of 10. Everybody that's giving it praise, yeah, they've definitely pulled back from the agendas, the identity politics. They've definitely pumped the brakes, but they're still there. Men are still useless. Men are still made fun of. Women rule everything, and there goes the timer. We'll stop it, but I don't need more. I don't really need much more time, but just go with me on this. Then it goes down the path of, like I was saying, the mental health issues and Sentry. The only thing good in this film is Sentry. Look him up. He's a comic character. He's played by Bob in this movie, actually, and he's played by Bob in Maverick. You know him. Maverick Bob, you know him. The guy with the glasses.
Who's he?
Who's who? When did you get in?
Oh, I've been here the whole time.
Well, man's a stealth pilot.
Literally. Weapon systems officer, actually.
With no sense of humor.
What do they call you?
Bob?
No, your call sign.
Bob.
It's a 2-hour film that could have probably been a little bit longer. Probably could have been more on the Avengers side, like the real Avengers side type film. Because ultimately, we only get to see Sentry for about 5 minutes. It's a completely wasted character. It's a completely wasted story arc. The Thunderbolts themselves, minus a few action sequences that look pretty good. Like, again, I won't say this doesn't look terrible. There are some sequences that are pretty decent in comparison to the past 6 or 7 to 10 films. Everybody that is feeling alone or is depressed or has mental health issues, they go into this void. Sentry puts them into this void. He has a split personality type thing, Bob. It's just, you go 2 hours and then you give us 5 minutes of this Sentry character. And the way that they defeat Sentry, which borderline is a Thanos level type villain, the way they defeat it is with a group hug. I am not shitting you, people. The way they defeat one of the greatest superheroes / supervillains of all time in the MCU is with a group hug, with group therapy. Holy shit. To be very clear, I'm not dogging or ratting on the mental health issue conversation. I've talked about it here. I suffer from it. We all probably do. We've all had our moments. That's beside the point here. The fact that Marvel is literally dipping into now this genre, this area, is a level of desperation I haven't seen ever in film, in television, in whatever you want to call it. Everybody that is claiming this is an outstanding film, is it because this is just something that's better than what we've seen before, or are you simply just tying yourself to the subjects? If you're tying yourself to the subjects, obviously that's the whole point of film, television. You connect with the characters, the story, blah 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 blah. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, especially with some of the topics that are discussed. What I am going off of though is, if this is what Marvel is going to focus on just to get people excited about the future direction of the MCU, and get excited about characters that you would have absolutely no idea who they were unless you've seen every single Disney Plus series / every MCU film before it. Wow. Wow. I don't know if I have the right words to give you to describe the level of pathetic and just shock that watching this film, I'm going, really? Is this where we're going now with superhero films? Are we really that depressed in relation to feeling so alone that now Marvel has to basically tell you you're alone and you're depressed and everything in between, when this is just a fictional story? These are fictional characters. At the same time, these are characters that nobody gives a shit about. So to conclude, all I'll simply say is this. Sentry, the only good thing in this film, which is about 5 minutes. Visually, okay, it's better than most. The direction they're heading with the end credit scene, Fantastic Four, Doomsday, Avengers, civil dispute about who can use the name Avengers, Marvel, I didn't know you were this bad. I thought I knew you were bad. I didn't think you were this bad. And holy shit. I can see, albeit I'm sure this will make a lot of money, I can see the money just being flushed down the toilet without even seeing the future. It's already happened. It's already there, and it's only going to get worse. And that's it, folks. I will simply end it there. I've given you crazy long episodes lately, so we'll just finish it up. If you haven't already, I would love you guys so much. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button right down below. Give me the thumbs up. Tell me your thoughts. Have you seen Thunderbolts yet? Are you gonna see it? I would personally recommend you wait. This would be a perfect streaming movie on Disney Plus, and use your friend's account to watch it. Beyond that, save your money, go and watch. There's other stuff to watch right now, and I'm filming this on May the 4th, so of course it's Star Wars Day, but we all know Star Wars is dead. Quite frankly, I'm just gonna go and rewatch Revenge of the Sith because the fuck. Seriously though, thank you guys so much for watching. We will catch you guys in the next episode. Laters, y'all. You know, it's interesting, end credits scene, perfect here. The discussion around mental illness, depression, mental health, obviously is a big focus in this Thunderbolts film. It's interesting coming from a company like Disney, who basically if there's anybody that pushes back against their agenda, who pushes back against their positioning in relation to the way the world is, politics, look at Gina Carano as the prime example. It's amazing that Marvel, and I think that's one of my biggest points about what we were discussing in this review. It's amazing a company like Disney will attempt to basically try and fake you out into believing that they give a shit about you, because if you're paying just the slightest bit of attention, they don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about the fans. If anything, just look at the Star Wars, look at Marvel, look at the past 5 years alone. Usually, anytime something bombs or gets destroyed, they attack the fans first. So the fact that they try, and I emphasize try, to pull back and say, you know what, we're all in this together, and you're not alone, you can do anything, and yada yada yada. Take it from somebody who deals a lot with mental health issues in the past, present. I'm doing 1,000 times better. We know bullshit when we see it. Polishing a turd still is a turd. It's still going to be shit.